Hello friends, Madhu this side. Today I'm going to discuss the fundamentals concepts on how do you rank higher on YouTube. Okay, so I will discuss the important concepts over here. So to begin with, what I suggest is you have to test your title before release, right? So what happens is before you publish any kind of YouTube video, right? So initially you could have a couple of titles already ready, okay? And then what you have to do is you have to see which title can actually give you good CTR. Okay, so what you can do is there are tools out there, to create titles, right? So you can use the references from there's a tool called as TubeBuddy or vidIQ. All right, so you can get references. Okay, so while creating title, because what happened is TubeBuddy and vidIQ will actually give you the keyword ideas which you have to integrate in the title, right? Okay, so it will tell you which keywords you are supposed to target. Okay, so ideally TubeBuddy and vidIQ will tell you that you have to target those keywords which has high search volume and less competition. Now in that case, what you have to do is integrate the primary keyword in the title, but you have to make your title the most compelling one. Okay, so you have to have the USP in your title, that's called as unique selling proposition. Okay, so the title has to be the combination of USP plus your primary keyword. Okay, I hope this makes sense, right? Okay, so this is the first part. Okay, so ideally what happens is once you create your YouTube videos, right? So what are the key components, right, for better ranking? So you have to test your titles and thumbnails for better ranking. Okay, so ideally what happens is when your video is published, when it goes live, okay, maybe you can test it for a week's time. Then once the data starts coming in, right, so what you can do is you can go to YouTube analytics and start studying the data. Okay, so let's say you have any video which has less CTR or less view rate. In that case, what you can do is you can test it out with a different title and different thumbnail. Okay, the more you test your YouTube videos with a different title and different thumbnail, okay, so that will actually help you to get good ranking in search results. Okay, YouTube search results, right? Because what is the main purpose is like YouTube will only rank those videos which has good CTR, good watch time, good view rate as well. Okay, so this is something you have to keep in mind. Okay, so now we will discuss the next concept that's called for YouTube video ranking. That's very important. What is that? You have to use primary keywords in the video description above the fold. Okay, so ideally, as we discussed before also, when you're doing YouTube organic campaigns, right, so there are two category of keywords which you can target. One is secondary and one is primary. Okay, so ideally primary keyword should be above the fold. Okay, so primary keywords are the main keywords, right, and secondary are the sub keyword list. Okay, so when you are writing the YouTube description, okay, so that's very important because then YouTube algorithm will directly pick the primary keywords from the description which are above the fold. Okay, so I have shared the screenshot over here. Above the folder is like something important, like video description, and the most important, like, and below the fold what you can do is you can integrate something like CTA, or you can integrate links as well, or you can integrate subscribe now link, or you can add credit, you can add direct steps or time codes, or you can also add channel description. Okay, so this is what you can do. There are two things which you can do is above the fold and below the fold. Always make sure the primary keyword has to be integrated in the above the fold section with your most important link. It could be a landing page link or your website link. Okay, below the fold you can integrate the CTA, that's call to action, or subscribe now link, or credits, or channel description. So this is what you have to keep in mind while creating the video description for your YouTube videos. Okay, the next part which we will discuss is that you have to use social media handles in the YouTube description below the fold. This is something very important, right? Because any user who will actually come on your YouTube video right now, once he completely watches the YouTube video, he might be interested to get subscribed on your social media channel as well. So in that case, once he reads the YouTube description, then definitely above the fold, then he'll go in the section of below the fold, and he'll open your social media handle, and he might subscribe, or he might like your page, or he might follow you. Okay, so you have to integrate your social media handles below the fold in the YouTube description. Okay, so now we will discuss what are the core components to rank your YouTube video in 2022. Okay, it's important that you have a focus keyword. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Creating a focus keyword for each video will actually help you with your rankings. Our search engines work by matching the user search term with the most relevant result, and YouTube is absolutely completely similar because YouTube is search based engine. Okay, so that's something which you have to keep in mind. There are popular keyword research tools out there like Ahref, SEMrush, Keywords Everywhere, and keywordtool.io. Okay, so they all work in a similar way, but keywordtool.io is the most beginner friendly. Okay, so you can use this tool for your YouTube organic campaigns. You can get a lot of ideas. So once I complete the presentation, I will explain you how are you going to use keywordtool.io. Okay, then the next step is you have to optimize your YouTube titles. Okay, so what you have to do is, as I discussed before, you have to include the primary keyword in the title. Your title needs to be compelling. Okay, so it needs to send a message to YouTube users that says click me. A great way to do this is to promise something in your YouTube title, right? Are you going to teach your viewers something? Are you going to entertain them? You have to let them know what they are talking, okay, and what are they going to watch. This is something you have to do. Okay, so your title has to be compelling and it has to promise something. Your viewers needs to know what are you going to offer them. Okay, so this is the screenshot, so how are you creating YouTube title? For example, somebody inputs the keyword, Instagram hacks. So we have integrated the primary keyword plus USP. So it's a compelling title. For example, 10 Instagram hacks that actually works. So Instagram hacks is the primary keyword. Instagram life hacks, how to get likes or followers. Or you can say 12 new Instagram hacks and send DM, mute accounts, etc. Alright, so this is something very important. Yes, so now going forward, okay, so you have to think deeper. You have to let your viewers know exactly how many hacks you're going to teach them, or promise them something specific and highly sought after, like the second video in the above example as well. Okay, now going forward, will discuss about optimizing the YouTube description in detail. YouTube displays the first 125 characters of your description, but it is a good idea to write around double that, aiming for 250 words if you can. Okay, So YouTube also recommends that you put the most important keywords toward the beginning of your description. Okay, so this is something important. There are a couple of things you need to remember when writing your video description. First is you should not forget to include your keyword. Okay, next, make sure that what you're writing is unique. Do not just copy and paste some text from your website or elsewhere. Okay, next pointer is you have to include your website URL to direct viewers to your website. Okay, so this is something you have to keep in mind. Okay, so this is something which I have integrated, like screenshot of YouTube description. How are you going to integrate? Okay, so what I have done is I've integrated the primary keyword in the first line with the actual URL. Okay, so then we have integrated secondary keywords, then we have integrated social media handles as well. Yeah. Now going forward, we'll discuss the next pointer, that's about creating an engaging script. A script can help you tighten up your language. It can cut out the ums, ahs, and where was I and grab your viewers' attention. A study by Ad Age in 2015, a lifetime ago in video marketing years, found that marketers have just 10 seconds to capture and engage their audience before losing them. Okay, so what happened is their research has indicated that if your audience isn't fully engaged by the first 30 seconds, then you're likely lost 33% of them. So this is something important you have to keep in mind. Okay, so you have to create the engaging script for your YouTube videos. So make sure you write a script with a short and snappy intro, one that gets to the point quickly and inform viewers why they should stay tuned. Okay, so in that situation, you have to think of it as an expansion on your title. Okay, you have to set a promise at the start that you will fulfill by the end. Yeah. Now, I've also added the short overview. Okay, so what are the 17 tips for writing an effective video script? Okay, now initially, you can make your marketing video with one clear purpose in mind and you will see strong and measurable results. Okay, then you have to always outline your video script before starting to write, otherwise you lose focus on your main message. Then you have to use your marketing video as an opportunity to tell a story. It will make the message come to life. Okay, then different types of marketing videos have different ideal length, but shorter is generally better for the top of the funnel marketing. So ideally there are short videos and long videos. Okay, so it all depends. For example, you're going to run a YouTube ads campaign, that in that situation shorter videos work better. But if you're doing a tutorial video campaign, right, if you're doing a tutorial video, then longer videos work very well. Okay, okay, next point is don't make your marketing videos any longer than it needs to be. Okay, so we discuss educational video and marketing video. Longer is fine as long as the situation calls for it. Okay, so always remember, educational video, longer video works well, but for marketing videos it's a shorter one. Okay, then 1 minute of video equals roughly 150 spoken words. You have to be very concise when script writing for marketing videos. Okay, so we are discussing the concept for marketing videos, that's called YouTube ads, right? Okay, then short sentences hold attention better. Always use short and powerful sentences in your marketing video script. Okay, next one is you have to humanize your message. If your video is cold and robotic, your audience will not get the message, right? Then you have to make the tone of your video appropriate to the audience. Humor generally help, but do not overdo it. Okay? Then what you have to do is you have to avoid jargon in your marketing videos unless your viewers know what you're talking about. Okay? Next is you have to always focus on the benefit of your business. Okay? You should not list the features. Your viewers don't care about the features. Then you have to write a video script in natural conversational language, like how you would like to talk to a customer over the phone. Next is you have to make sure that people make decision based on emotional responses. This means your video needs to make an emotional connection. Then you have to give your viewers a single powerful call to action at the end of your marketing video. Okay, next is the right call to action for your marketing video depends on where your video is being viewed. Next is you have to read your video script loud to others to see if they understand the message. Okay, otherwise you have to change it. The last pointer is you have to put your draft script down and read it loud. Okay, then you have to see things tomorrow that you can't see today. So I have shared some important tips for writing effective video script for your marketing videos. Okay, so again I'm repeating the same pointer. Marketing videos are specifically in relation to your YouTube ads campaign. Okay, so and long form videos works for your educational content. Now we are discussing the pointer for educational video content, that you have to start making longer videos. So initially we discussed for shorter videos, those are marketing videos. Now educational videos. Okay, YouTube actually uses total view duration as a ranking factor. It makes sense if you think about it. The longer you watch, the more engaged you are, the more likely you are to watch more videos, and the more likely you are to see the advertisement, right? The longer your videos are watched, the higher your rankings are likely to be. Okay, so make sure that your videos should have at least 75 to 80% watch time. This naturally means YouTube favors longer videos that can be watched for longer period. Okay, so marketing videos, educational videos. So this is the difference. Marketing videos are short form, right? And education videos are long form. Okay, so you can try both the combination, but I suggest first you will start with longer videos. Okay, so there are some 5 free tools to create education videos. One is Hippo Video, then Rainforest, Animaker Edify, EZPid, and Powtoon. So you can try this tool, guys. All right. If ever you need any kind of help or assistance, you can get in touch with me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +91 98502 76340, or you can send me an email at seomadhur@gmail.com. My Skype ID is madhur.bajaj. So I'll show you one important tool before I end this presentation. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll open here keyboard tool. Okay, so I click on YouTube. Let's say I'll select a country here. I say United States. I'll say as chiropractic treatment. Click on search. Okay, so I close this. So now keywordtool.io has given you the list of 153 keywords. Now you have to filter out your keywords, right? Which keywords are actually relevant to your demography and which keywords are actually relevant to your particular business, right? So this is what you have to do. For example, chiropractic treatment of back and neck pain, right? Okay, chiropractic treatment for lower back pain. Okay, for so it will give you a list. Okay, chiropractic treatment, back pain. Yeah, so it's a long list, right? So that's how you can create videos for this. For example, chiropractic treatment demonstration for disc bulge, chiropractic treatment in Dubai, chiropractic treatment electrical stimulation for tennis elbow, for ankle sprain. Okay, so this is a long list, friends. So this is how you can use this tool for your YouTube organic campaigns as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help you all. Thank you. Have a good day.